This is Tom Duty, middle-aged American living in New Jersey near the Lincoln Tunnel. If you were to visit my website, you would type Howdy Doody into Google. You find the correct spelling of the famous puppet. You then combine Tom Duty in a Google search for my site. This is Ubereats, a report on deliveries, and I'll go through my Instagram account using it like a slideshow. I did an editorial at the beginning of the most recent one, the one prior to this. I used the F word a lot, very pissed off at this condescending email that came to me from Google. And it basically said that I could have fixed this delivery problem myself if I had just been clever enough to use the Google mapping feature that allows you to choose your mode of transportation. So in other words, the 2-mile route that was over car, and I couldn't do it, I could have easily found a route if I had known how to use the Google Map app. And that is absolutely bullshit, because I do know how to use the Google app, choose my method of transportation. However, the shortest distance between 2 points on a car is 2 miles. The shortest distance between these 2 points, Vito's and Hilton Meadowlands, is 14 miles. So 14 miles or 2 miles makes a difference between getting dinner to Matthew when it's dinner time and making it effectively impossible to complete it no matter what app I use. Simply, there is no way to pass from Vito's to Hilton Meadowlands on a bicycle in a relatively short period of time. 14 miles is too long, too much time. So I went and opened my video with this explanation about the Meadowlands, and then I didn't connect it very well, so I am going to do that now. The connection is this. The Meadowlands has been cut up. I editorialized like I'm an environmental activist, but it's been cut up and destroyed, especially by the Meadowlands Sports Complex. However, most of the roads that pass through the Meadowlands are expressways. And so this area is not just pedestrian unfriendly, it's just like a whole series of highways, and a lot of them, and clover leaves, and a lot of really unwelcoming high-speed driving. And there are pedestrians out there. There's hotels and restaurants, and people work there that don't have cars. And guys like me try to deliver to people who work there, and guys like me try to deliver from restaurants that are there. So that's why the Meadowlands, being what it is, lends itself to being worse than pedestrian unfriendly, but nearly prohibited, and makes a 2-mile route, a 4-mile route. And this email from Google or from Uber to me tells me I could have just fixed this with an app. I can't fix a century-long destruction of the beautiful Meadowlands with a Google app. Sharing my screen, go through 6 slides, my most recent. So here's Instagram, and I will start with the same slide I used in the previous presentation. Do that because it's not updated. I mean, there are no updates. So 6 people who have used my code to register. Just so glad to have them. It motivates me to keep going on this series. So this is one of the 6 that is recent. Now, inspired by that email from Uber to me that pissed me off so much, I took care when I started the app this time. It gives you the choice, use Google Maps or Uber Driver. And I used the Google Maps. It is different than the Uber Driver, but it still doesn't have the feature that my phone has without the Uber app. So if I just use my Google Maps app on my phone, I have the mode of transportation. But if I use this option, I don't. So once again, that Uber person who wrote me this email, in addition to being condescending, offensive, he or she was also wrong. And this might have been an auto, but someone wrote that text and paired it up with me on the occasion of this moment where I appeared to be incompetent. The delivery here is really interesting. I mean that sincerely. This is Meadowlands. I went to the Meadowlands again. Yes, this is a different occasion to go to the Meadowlands. Now, this isn't quite so far, though, because it doesn't involve anything on the other side of a river that's here. So I go down to the Meadowlands, and there's a couple of things interesting in here. I think it's highly unlikely I have anyone listening who's riding a bicycle for Uber. But if you are, this distance, 3.6 miles, is longer than what I had been led to believe that I would get. But anyways, I got this job. I get here. This is the restaurant. It's called Burger Fi. And this is the destination woman named Kim. Well, Kim, I'm guessing, is staying with her boyfriend. And Kim's apartment is here someplace. So my delivery assignment is supposed to take it to Kim here. Well, Kim calls me about when I'm very close to the restaurant and says, no, I want you to take it here. And I said, Kim, let me get to the restaurant. I'm very close and I'll call you. So I did. And listeners, I had to get to the restaurant because I got to say I'm at the restaurant or else I cannot call Kim. Some of you who have done deliveries will know this. You've got to take the delivery step by step. And as soon as anything jerks you out of the A, then B, then C, the app just doesn't cooperate. So I can't talk to a customer until I have the food because it says, Uber delivery, you match with this restaurant, go get the food. And then you'll deal with taking it to the person. So you can't do anything, even know who the person is, until you have the food. So Kim can call me, which she did, and I know that she wants it sent someplace else. And that someplace else turned out to be here. I ended up saying, Kim, it's outside of my range. Turned out to be this distance. So I'm going to have the order canceled. And she agreed. I didn't really give her a choice. And so I called Uber. I talked to a woman in the Philippines. Listeners, this is very cool to me. I'm in the Meadowlands. I live up here somewhere. I'm delivering food to this woman here, and we got the assistance of a highly competent, well-trained, effective Uber support person in the Philippines. And she listened to the situation, came to understand it very quickly, and she ended up calling Kim, calling the restaurant while she had me on hold, came back and said, okay, the order's canceled. And when she pushed the proper buttons, it actually terminated, and I had access to my app again. Again, listeners, if you have your app tied up with anything, you can't do anything else. So, and with a delivery, you can't do anything else. Well, Kim, the customer on the other side, called me and said, "How do I place the new order?" And I said, "You're going to have to change your address." "Well, I can't change my address." I said, "Well, that's probably because you have an active delivery." But just got off the phone with the woman in the Philippines. She's going to cancel the delivery, and when she does, you'll be able to have full access to your app. That's exactly what happened. So I just sat in the restaurant. Turned out to be 20 minutes later. Kim got the order placed, and what do you know? I got the order. So I got paid twice for this order, and I'll show that in a minute. The $7.43 is one time, and this includes a $6 tip. Just awesome. So so I got an additional $4 for that job. This here is a mark to try to show that I attempted to deliver at one time and canceled. This map doesn't really illustrate it very well. It claims the distance was 2.33 miles, but that distance I never went. And then this is my first delivery of the night. This was actually in the afternoon. Now this duration, 0 seconds, is misleading, but I think it got miscalculated because there's 2 stops. These 2 red dots are the customer A and customer B. They both just happened to order at the same Japanese restaurant. But when I was arriving, the second order came in. So I got 2 orders. Boom, drop one here, drop one here. I was really afraid I'd screw it up. I didn't. It was easy. I had the first customer check to make sure she got what she ordered, so I wasn't giving this person A, person B's food, then I would get to person B, and I would have person A's food, which would be a mess. So I waited patiently while she checked, yes, this is mine. The Japanese restaurant did label them, but I was still didn't want their mistake to become my problem. They had labeled them correctly. And there's my tip, $6 on that last delivery. And then one of these, this must be, yeah, this is crazy. I got almost $20 for that delivery that got messed up. So listeners, look at this, 1103 plus 743. If you would please listen to me, don't be a hero. Don't be a heroine. If it's messed up, don't try to fix it. Call and just say cancel. These orders can be placed again. Who pays for it? Who cares? They'll figure it out. You don't. And in this case, I know they didn't pay for it. I got paid for the first one that got messed up. So instead of trying to fix it myself, I had the people who made the problem fix it, and I would have easily messed this up a lot more if I would have fixed it myself and just taken the food to Kim at the address she intended. No, Kim, the order's wrong. Cancel it. Put it in order right. Now I'm at the restaurant. I take her fresh, hot food. It literally just came out of the grease, right up the hill. I took it to her. I get a $6 tip. Absolutely awesome. And this delivery, and those are my deliveries. I had one that was noteworthy because I had one restaurant and two customers, and then this one because I had one customer and two deliveries. Just really a remarkable night. And then this here is 1103. I know why I put this, just because I wanted to put the breakdown in case someone's watching these videos for the first time. This is an example of a breakdown of the 1103. And you can see I got a boost and a tip. Boost for delivering during boost hours, and tip because the customer was generous. And that's it. Those are the 6 slides. This has been Tom Duty, middle-aged American living in New Jersey near the Lincoln Tunnel. If you were to visit my website and type Howdy Doody into Google, you'll find the correct spelling of the famous puppet. You then combine Tom Duty in a Google search from my site. Thank you for listening. Have a good day, good evening, or restful night's sleep. Ciao.